Welcome back. It's been a while. This is Rice. This is Masterpiece Gaming Theater. This is Tales of Arise. It's been several weeks since the last time I played this game. Whoa. I didn't even look at this before. Maybe I should just hit continue. Diablo 2 Resurrected since release has been kind of what I've been doing since then. So, but yeah, I'm back here playing this. Because everyone decided it was privy to take a break from the game. Well, at least one of them, Ghost, was taking a break from the game for tonight, and the two others, my brothers, who we were going to play with as well. They were having some connection issues with the game. That seemed to be the flavor of the past week so far, with connection issues and stuff like that. So, I'm finally back on here. So I hope to play this a little bit more often. I'm gonna get a good chunk. I'm gonna get a good chunk in tonight. Hopefully, like a few hours, like maybe an hour or two, at least an hour and a half, maybe. We'll see where we get going with that. So let's go ahead and keep it going. This is Rice, Masterpiece Gaming Theater. I'm gonna set it. I'm gonna go ahead and mute the mic, and I'm gonna go ahead and just get with it. Thank you for watching. Enjoy.
We should be able to cook here. Way.
Demon Fang!
Go! It's over! Raging
Here
Storm!
I come! It's over! Come one, come all! Rising Water!
Laser Spear! Here's evil!
Begin! Here I come! It's over!
Thunderblast! Illuminate the top!
Demon Fang!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Here I come! Lunar Rondo!
You have such an incredible
In a vine,
technique.
brute force is nothing without elegance of form.
I don't know if I'd say nothing.
I'm ready!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Was that a new skill I saw back there?
Indeed. Well, sort of. Actually, it's a family staple harkening back 8 generations.
Maybe you can just write all this down?
I'd steer clear of that Zoogle if I were you.
Damn. That weak, huh? Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
You guys want to rest here?
This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what I can do.
The spray from this waterfall feels so good.
Seriously. Makes the sweat I worked up getting here all worth it.
Don't get too wet now, you two, or else you'll catch a cold.
No choice. Demon Fang! Rising Wyvern!
Only getting started.
Begin! Blue escape!
Not in your dreams. Hear my call.
Here I come!
If it hides, just back it out again.
You're mine! You picked the wrong fight! Got fired!
Do unstoppable.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Reflect on thy sins.
Radiant
Take
lightning orb.
this!
Dance in the wind. Sweet mouth.
The enemy wields arts too.
You're finished!
We'll soon see about that.
I'm ready! Double me! In an instant! Impact Cross! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
It's over! Internal devastation!
Annihilation. Do it.
Chill!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished! With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
I shall ensure you survive this.
Demon Fang!
Resonate with the earth.
No further. Stop me.
Remind me to stay on your good side.
I bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
Lunar Rondo!
Elusive deity.
Soaring Blast! Take this!
Now.
Right from the wind!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Dance in the wind. Sweet
Strike!
mouth.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Like you do.
Shut him down!
I never miss. Do it.
Totally! In an instant! Impact Cross! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
I'm only getting started. Gemini Aqua. Annihilation.
Execution!
Any injuries? That looks like the Zoogle we were told about.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Pierce
You're
evil.
finished! You picked the wrong fight!
Illuminate the dark. They may look cute and stuff, but they're big. What would I do without you?
Flying freaks.
What can they just now?
See ya!
Astral energy. Full throttle.
A flawless victory.
Naturally.
Over!
Spread.
Internal devastation!
Burning.
Barely a blip on our radar.
There it is. That's our target.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Come and face me! Rising Wyvern! It's over! Lunar Rondo! Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you truly.
Blue escape! It's over! Blue escape! This time!
Illuminate the dark. I'm only getting started.
You're finished! Take this! It's over! Lunar Rondo!
Captivity.
Take this!
Elusive deity.
Return
reflect on thy sin. They
In my tongue! I'm not done!
My fists are crushing it out there! We finally made it.
Yeah. No. You did it.
Really?
Yeah.
What's gotten into him?
He says instead of making a Zoogle sign, we should be making a Hoodle sign.
He's feeling threatened by a rival.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Did we really just spend that much money? This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Sorry.
Yes.
Ugh. All right.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work?
Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but...
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There are Zoogles roaming around out there. We should follow after her. Okay, off we go.
We should be able to cook here. Yes.
What?
I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry.
Rinwell.
Huh?
Phew. Good.
Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right? However you managed it, you knocked some sense into Rinwell and Dohalim, and that mother.
Yeah. I can see my decision to travel with you was well made.
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the Resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, La.
You're welcome?
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
You're right. We need to ask the other realms to send help, and fast. Another reason to hurry and find a way out of Ganath Haros.
Agreed. We'll start looking for a way out tomorrow. For now, we should spend the day resting up while we can.
What?
What's that noise?
Alfred, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is... transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance, too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif, too. You saw her, right, Xion? Xion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Palegion.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganath Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must...
I bet the whole of Dan is losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Palegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on, we don't have much time.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
Where are these Foreland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again. I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zeugles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
All glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
It's wide open!
It won't escape me.
No further!
Now!
Shield!
This one's got your name on it!
Ash to ash! A merry distraction!
There's still more to go!
Burn it down! Demon Fang!
Will this help?
The enemy healed down too.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Stay calm.
I'm ready!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara! Benediction
My
light.
turn! You're finished! Okay, here I go! You're finished! Devastation! Take! Blow them away!
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Danon master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Danon master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Danon techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Palegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
courteous, aren't
Demon
you?
Fang! Rising Wyvern! Take this! Rising Wyvern!
Aren't even natural?
Stardust! This one's all mine! Eat dirt!
Arch Steel!
You're finished! Take this! Here I come!
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done! Lunar corruption! Gale force!
Rising Wyvern!
Wow! Look what I just found.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
I'm gonna go ahead and switch off and back to auto. I'm gonna have to go. I have something to take care of while the fights go on. During the times of fights, gives me enough time to do something and then walk in between, and then you know, get back to it. Eventually, I'll switch it back.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
The everlasting
Be
dark.
still.
Negative
Rising
gate.
Falcon.
Resonate with the earth.
Sword Rain Alpha.
Sleep now.
Blow away.
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil. Raging
Swallow
Blade.
Blade.
Feel.
This one's all mine.
Let's refrain from losing.
It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep it hidden then?
Seems like it. Those soldiers we encountered might have known about it and chosen to hide out here.
But with the entrance collapsed and exposed, they must have been forced to come out of hiding.
No choice.
Water. Pierce around.
No further.
Hands to the wind. Hear me. Sleep now. Water. Hear my call. They're all coming after me.
I'm coming, Renwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine. You're really strong. Men's interception done. Still, it's reassuring to have you around.
As impressive as always.
Prepare to be here. I hope so is illegal.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Shion actually look flustered.
Rising Wyvern. Coming through. Ha! Now. Violet Inferno!
Will this help?
Raging
Take
Cascade!
this!
Captivity!
Soda!
Healing Circle!
Why is he running?
To stop you
What would I
dying?
do without you?
Do it!
More without you!
We turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
In here!
Rising Wyvern!
That was almost too easy.
No enemy can stand against us!
If only every battle went so well.
Get lost!
Illuminate
Damn it!
the dark!
Take this!
This one's mine!
Eternal devastation!
Dragon everything!
We got fire!
I've got this! Let him marksman handle it!
All yours!
Rending you a bloody
Here I come! Not today!
Illuminate the
Take
dark!
this! Blow away!
Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
No complaints here!
Sword Lane Alpha! Lightning Thrust! Rising Falcon! Lightning Thrust! Rising...
Your arts are really incredible.
It's thanks to you I can use them.
And I promise I'll always be here.
You fight better at a distance.
The further away, the better.
You and I both.
Try this! Explosive ring!
Hold on to your arcs. Here I come. Up and at 'em. Let's go.
You're mine!
I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Olron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Dance in the wind!
Resonate with the earth!
This one's got your name on it!
Ash to ash. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go.
The enemy wields arcs too.
You'll soon see about that.
You're mine! You're off! Dragon Swarm! Eternal devastation!
Not in your dreams.
Yours are not the skills of just any warrior.
Save your compliments.
We
You
turned
have
the
to
tables
move.
on him.
Ribbon
There are
in.
still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. Take this! Rain Slash!
You made quick work of them.
I have plenty of tricks up my sleeve, young lady.
I hope to see them sometime.
That extra training paid off.
That equipment should come in handy.
Hey, new equipment! How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose, anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegus?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissance, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
Halim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegis may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cislodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell, are you worried about Shion?
Of course I am. But I don't know how to talk to her about it.
You and me both.
Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegis along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Palegion.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... there has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the two of them have in common is that they're both Renans.
Okay, you two. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Here I come!
Negative take this!
Swallow blade! Double demon
I'm all stopped up! Now!
Your arts are really incredible.
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Swallow blade! You picked the wrong fight!
Premonition light.
Mega Ray!
You're mine! Rising Wyvern!
Shion!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
That was way stronger than regular firepower.
You won't hear me complaining.
It sure got cold all of a sudden after we passed the peak.
Law.
Yeah, we're getting close. We made it to Cislodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
It looks like we can control it from our side. Let's take a closer look.
Are you okay, Law?
Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a real downer. That's why I'm focused on what's ahead of me. You?
Yeah. I'm going to stay the path. As long as we're all together, I know we'll be all right.
Same here. Now let's get moving. Hey, isn't that what we've been trying to find?
I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure filled with memories.
Finally!
Well, what is it?
I found an ingredient for that new recipe. Oh, good. We can cross through here.
Stop! Who goes there?
My name is Alphen. We're not your enemies.
Did you say Alphen? Slap me silly, it really is you!
Forgetting someone?
Rinwell! Oh, glad to see you're doing okay.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're patrolling the realm. Never thought I'd bump into you all on my rounds, though. Heck, enough of me, though. What's going on up in the sky? Feels like the world's gonna end.
That's what we're trying to figure out ourselves. And as it happens, I've got a big favor to ask.
I had an inkling that's why you'd come back. As soon as I saw you in the distance. So you beat all the lords, huh? Damn, you really must be a hero.
I just did what I had to. So can you send anybody to help Ganeth Harros?
I think we can help out. I'll hit up the other resistance groups and rustle up some support. I doubt they'll have a problem sending people once I mention it's you who's asking.
Thanks. If you guys can help out, that'll give us a chance to do something about that wedge out in the ocean.
Yeah, I think that's something only you guys can handle. Speaking of which, that thing's out in the middle of the ocean. How do you even plan on reaching it?
By boat. We're about to go look for one.
No rest for the weary, I see. Hey, what happened to that mask you used to wear?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost it.
I sure never expected to run into Bregan.
Cyslodia's probably in good hands with him.
Yeah, now we can focus on finding a ship.
A boat, huh? Where are we gonna find one of those? It's not the kind of thing people just leave lying around.
Especially not Renan's. For an Imperial power, they never have shown much interest in maritime expansion. Still, I dare say there should be the odd small vessel here and there.
All well and good, but that structure's slap bang in the middle of the ocean. A fishing boat won't cut it.
Let's just try to find one that won't sink us halfway out, yeah? Not that it needs to be a huge galley like Almadria's or anything.
Just as well, since we've passed, let's see, literally 0 huge galleys.
All I know is we have to reach that thing in the ocean. Anything that might work, I say we try it. Thanks to Bregan, it seems like Ganeth Harros should be in good hands, at least.
I wonder who they'll send to look after things. It'll be someone from one of the other resistance organizations, no doubt.
They could do a whole lot worse than someone like Doc. A knowledge of medicine would go a long way there.
Wait, do you mean the old guy back in Calaglia? Ganeth Harros would be one hell of a trek from there. He'd have to get here first.
My brother's old second-in-command, Legil, would be a perfect fit, too. Pity she'll probably still have her hands tied up with work in Menancia.
Mahag Sar will be the same story. They won't have the manpower as it is, let alone enough to start exporting it.
Man, everyone's still struggling to get back on their feet, huh?
Knowing Bregan, he'll probably take things into his own hands. He seems like the kind of guy who enjoys a challenge.
Thinking back on it now, though, it does kind of make you realize just how many people we've gotten to know in each of the places we visited.
That's true. And each and every connection we forged is priceless. Anyway, we can trust Bregan to take care of things from here. Come on, let's focus on the task at hand.
It's freezing.
It's always like this in Cyslodia.
Menancia was most fortunate, I see.
Aw, are you tired, Hootle?
You sure he's not just trying to hide from us? We finally made it.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
I'm not gonna lie to you, but who the fuck makes Ever at a sheep's meat? Come on, guys.
Hell yeah! There's no way you can complain about how this tastes!
sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
You know, I swear, if I had never looked at my map, if I never had the habit of looking at my map for objectives, I'd never know where I was going in this game. And I head back to Mahag Sar.
Looks like we got another reward.
I didn't realize that so many still remained. Danon owls truly are majestic indeed.
I thought the Danon owls had all but died out myself. That's what I get for making assumptions.
Just so we're clear, this place is supposed to be a secret.
Yes, I'm aware. Places like these should be kept out of the public eye.
It's a pity, though. With proper training, they could be made into a magnificent chorus.
What are they hooting about now?
Alphen and Xion can interpret for us, right?
Huh? Oh, no, I mean, it was just a lucky guess last time.
Yeah? Maybe you'll be lucky twice. Go on, give it a shot.
Really? Well, if you say so. Let's see. Listen to them. Are they really up to the task?
What do you mean? You're the one who put them in charge.
It's my responsibility to protect our friends.
Stop trying to take everything upon yourself.
This is what the owls are saying?
Of course.
I must say, though, we've found quite a number of owls. It's a testament to how much you care for Hoodle, Rinwell.
I wonder which branch Hoodle will perch on.
Rinwell?
Oh, nothing. Don't mind me. Well, come on. The perches are only half filled. We've got to find the rest of the owls.
We finally made it.
Well, if it ain't the Blazing Sword and his merry crew.
Mahavar? I can't believe you're still alive.
Course I am. If you landlubbers can make it out of that sinking ship alive, ain't no reason an old sea dog like me wouldn't too.
Yeah, but that wave hit hard. I'm glad to see you're okay. Sorry we put you in so much danger back there.
All water under the bridge at this point. You helped make one of my life's dreams come true. The ship, on the other hand, she took a bit of a beating, though, I'll admit.
Really? What happened to it? It looks fine to me on the outside.
She's fine now, but she was in rough shape when I made it back here. Engine chamber gave up the ghost. Without a lot of options, I decided to talk to the head honcho of the Dark Wings and see if he could help at all. And wouldn't you know it, Crazy Fool sent over Renin engineers to help. Can you believe it?
Renin?
Yep. Said they came from Menancia. They were real professionals. Did what they needed to and didn't give me guff or anything. I was damn near floored.
So they did the work themselves. Good on them.
Well, they did a bang-up job, because she's better than ever now. Speaking of which, I take it she's why you're here?
Yes. We need to get out on the ocean, and fast. When can we set sail?
Give the man a minute to think it over, Alphen. He hasn't even said yes yet.
It's all right, little lady. I'm a man of the sea. I'll gladly help. Hop aboard, folks.
This thing already looked plenty huge from afar. Seeing it up close makes it really hit home.
I didn't expect the journey to go so smoothly. I figured the Renins would send something to sink us.
Maybe they didn't think we had the nerve to come.
Somehow I kinda doubt that.
It's entirely possible they don't see us as a threat.
What do you mean?
That they think they're beyond our reach. Still, this structure is quite the unusual sight. Truth be told, never seen anything like it.
You're right. It doesn't look like the buildings on Lenegis at all. Or like any Renin structure for that matter.
It's weird. It doesn't feel like the kind of thing that has people inside either. Yeah, it's definitely something creepy. What the hell is it even made of?
I don't know. It's not mechanical or biological, but it's definitely alive in some way.
Shion?
I'm okay. It's nothing.
Well, what do we do now?
We have to stop this thing from siphoning off all of Dana's astral energy. That means finding the core and smashing it to bits.
Okay, but look at the size of it. I don't know if we'll find the core just wandering around.
Good point. Can anyone get a read on the astral energy around us? Any kind of a sign?
There's a rather enormous flow of energy moving directly upwards. If we wish to follow it, we'll have to do some climbing.
Rinwell?
Over there?
Hey, what's up with you?
Huh?
You okay? What happened?
I'm not sure. When I was reaching out to the astral energy, I thought I heard a voice.
A voice?
Yeah. I couldn't make out any words, but it sounded like it wanted me to come to it.
This seems like a trap, right?
It's not a trap.
How can you tell?
Listen, I don't know why, but when it spoke to me, I knew it wasn't hostile.
What do you think?
It could well be a trap. However, it's also our only real option short of wandering aimlessly about.
Let's trust Rinwell on this.
You sure?
Yeah.
It beats the alternative, I guess. What did I say? Sheesh, it's like walking on eggshells around here.
Sometimes you have to choose your words more carefully, Law.
Huh? Oh, right.
Stay sharp. We're going in.
I see that the interior of the wedge is every bit as strange and unusual as the exterior. Intriguing.
If I didn't see it come from Lenegus, I wouldn't believe it was Renan. Just what's with this place?
Yeah, it's all twisty and lumpy. Whatever it's all for, I'm stumped.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Resonate with the
Come and face me! Demon Ray!
He's like trying to keep up with a wall!
Destruction! Crush! Demon Fang! You're mine! Lunar Rondo!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah, and the pummeling to me. Let me free you.
Now!
How hard is being interrupted? Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Certainly not.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here I go!
Megasonic thrust!
In a bind?
Here I go!
Pierce! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
There's a healing option. First aid! Astral energy! Illuminate the sky!
I need
Now! You need to be...
light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! I'll fix you up.
The enemy wields arc too.
You'll soon see about that. Oh, violent darting wind. Carve now through water. Hear my call.
Dragon Swarm!
Let me free you. Your blade moves like silk. I just let my instincts take over. How fascinating.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there wasn't proof.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Tion actually disrupted.
On your
Freeze
Lancer!
Sword Rain Alpha! Blow away! This one's all mine!
bloody hell!
Ignite!
Another incantation ruin.
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Well, am I improving?
Tremendously. The speed and precision of your aim is simply unmatched.
I had no idea you were watching me so closely. Whoa, this is amazing.
You always get excited when you find something good.
We should hurry and get this stuff processed.
Alright, I am actually getting pretty tired myself, so, that being said, I actually made some, not a lot of strides, but a little bit more than I thought. Well, things move progressively, quicker than I thought it was going to. Ended up here and everything like that, so if you haven't already, please subscribe, like, and comment on the video. I'm leaving purple trails behind me, I just realized that. This is Rice, this is Masterpiece Gaming Theater, this is Tales of Arise. I'll see you guys on the next one, hopefully soon. Peace.